Today I will demonstrate how we can use Netkeeper to decrypt SSL connection. So I'm going to use this app as a demo. This app actually is a Johnson Purser test, so it's a very small app that make connection with the server and download a Johnson file, and it pairs the Johnson inside the app, and you can see, I will show you how it works. So the tools we need is Netkeeper. Netkeeper is I think it's a paid version to remove the ads from an app called SSL Praiser or something like that. You need empty manager, and you need to install the certificate of Netkeeper using the settings. So let's show you how it works. So first of all, you need to download Netkeeper or any other app, and once you open it, you go to settings, and to install the certificate, these are the step by step. So you need to go to settings, security, then you go to install security for users from storage, you choose CS certificate, and then you accept the install anyway. You go where you save it, and then you click install. To export it, you need to click to export, allow the export, and the file has been exported. So this is the first step you need to do. If you want to export it also, you can click on export cert to SD card Netkeeper, and then you will have certificate aside on your phone. So after you install it on your phone using your settings, then the setting here, then when you click on user, then you will find that the certificate has been installed. So it's called SSL Capture. Is the free version of Netkeeper, which has some ads. You can crack it if you want, but I purchase it because I will use it all the time. And then this is where you install it, is from clicking install from device storage. Once you have it, you export it. Then as you see here, this is the certificate. The certificate called SSL capture.pem. You need to rename it to anything lower letters and has no space. So I rename it to something called my_ca.pem. So when you install the certificate inside the system as a user, now you can use SSL Purser to track information. But if you use this one here, you need to go to capture, and then you need to go to filter and use the app you want. Here I was demonstrate how to use it on an app called Shahid, and then you click on start and you open the app, and this one will collect all the data. So usually those data are encrypted. Even if you have the SSL inside the user, Android 11 in my case will not trust the certificate to decrypt the data. So this is how I did workaround. So watch that and see. So if you open this app, let's open it again. I don't know why it's failed. Okay, just keep failing. I don't know why. But actually, what you need to do is those steps. First, you need to go to Android Manifest. and you go down to application. Okay, you go down to application and need to add this line. But to add this line, this file need to exist in XML resource. So currently, probably is if it doesn't exist currently in the system, you need to add it. But to be able to use this add to refer to it, you need also to install it in the resources file to be seen. So how we can do that? So you go to resource, XML, and you add this file. You create this file if you want from scratch or anything you want. So once you created, this is a copy of the file, how it look like. Then you need to add here the certificate you want to trust. So you create it first. Let's say keep it empty, create as a file and has nothing in it. Now I have some data. Then you need to go to a row and you copy this certificate inside the row, and I will show you why. Then to be able to refer to these two files, the one in XML and the one in row, because currently the system or the app can't see them until you refer to them, then we need to go to resources, we need to go to row, type info, create one here from scratch, and if there was something already exist, you add after it. And this file here, because I have nothing, it need to take whatever I create here, which is 0x0f. Then you need to use exactly the same, so you use 0x7f all the time, and then whatever you create here, which is 0f, and then you started 0000. If there was a file called 0000, the second one will be 1, and you go in the hexadecimal, mean like you go to until f and then you go back to 0. It's like you are counting in hexadecimal. Once you do that, you refer to this file by its name without an extension, which is in this case in the row file. I saved a file called, or the certificate called my.ca. So all small. So you do that first. Once you finish, you go to a row file, and now you create a new entrance with the name without an extension, and you refer to it that it exists in the resource row myca.pem, which is with the extension, the one that we save from NetKeeper. Once you finish, now you need to refer to the file, the XML file. So you go to XML file, you do exactly the same. Here in the XML file, the app has this file already exists. So I will increase the number to 1, from 0 to 1, and I create this file because I create this file .xml. The same thing in this file, we don't create .xml, but in the second file, in the XML file, you refer to this name as this extension, and this extension should be .xml file. Once you create these two files here, now you can refer to them. So the first file, the XML file, the resources will have those information. So the most important is you need to say that I add a certificate of NetKeeper inside the row folder called myca. You don't add extension here, just /my_ca. And you save this file and need to be in the base config exactly as you see here. I can share this with you guys. Now, if this file exists, you may see, for example, that it has here, instead of this, system or user. Don't delete anything was before, just add this extra line, this extra certificate in between the trust anchors in the base config. and add it. Here I did it. So this is the first file we did. Now in the row we copy paste this file from here to there, and this file should be looking like that, just the certificate without any comment, without anything between beginning of certificate and the end of certificate. So if there is anything here in the certificate added, those will not work. So usually Netkeeper will give you the file, the correct format you need. Once you do all this, now you go here to the system and you refer to it by network security config, as you can see here. And this network security config, what it does, it will go to XML network security, load this file, load the certificate, and let the app think that this certificate is allowed to decrypt the data. So once you finish, so let's continue. As I mentioned, once you finish creating this file and adding this input, which is a network security config, you compile the file and you install it as you do usually. Okay, now if you open the Netkeeper, I don't want to see everything, I just want to see this Johnson parsing test, and you click start, and then you need to open the app. So now it loaded. If you load those data, usually those data will be encrypted if you try to track them. But now if I go here and I click on this, let's see where it is. It's still loading it actually. Yeah, it's loading. My phone became slow because I'm uploading the other video. Yeah, you can see here I got all the data here as decrypted, and I show in the picture I shared before that those was all decrypted. And the first one has all the name. So this is the Johnson that we receive from this website, which is this one. And if you go to this website, actually you will receive those, but the data will be encrypted if the app didn't have the right certificate to decrypt it. Now, because I include the certificate of Netkeeper inside this app, once the communication happen between and this Netkeeper in the middle, what they call the man in the middle, capture those data, it can decrypt those data. So I applied this actually to more than one app, which is if I go to the history now, before I go upstairs, let's stop it. If I go to history now, I did this on Shahid, and if you see any link that related to Shahid itself, which is related to app, not to the one that is not related like those or Facebook. So any link related to Shahid, the data are decrypted, so I can read them. See, the data, all the data are decrypted. But if I go to, let's say something is not Shahid, which the app may not trust, I don't know, maybe this one is okay, maybe this one, you see, those data are still encrypted, because those, they don't trust the package that is inside Shahid. Those need to use the system. I think I have a workaround to do this, but actually those data are not relevant for me to track whatever the app is sharing. So if and the beauty of this app is like it can save the history. This is Anghami, so if I go here, I can see those are decrypted. If I go to this Anghami, I can see also that those data are decrypted. What else did I use it for other than Anghami? Maybe this one was before I encrypted or decrypted data. Let's see. Those are still encrypted. 690. Yeah, see, all this data are still encrypted, and I think this is before I add the certificate. I was doing the test. So this is basically how we decrypt the data. See, all the data here are decrypted.